music around, we buy used gear. Reuse, recycle, rock.
So, I will gladly take anybody got any questions at the moment? What you got, sir?
I was curious if you felt your relationship with the instrument changed in the last year.
Man,
Like your connection to it once you picked out a lot of negativity.
that's a very good observation. I would say yes and no, because the one thing that has stayed consistent with me even through what I've been through was the connection with my instrument. But the connection with myself got more powerful, you know what I mean? So it's, I guess, kind of yes to answer your question, it flows through that, you know what I mean? Being aware of it even became more powerful, you know, the awareness of being just in tune with everything that, you know, that I know that I've been through and everything that I came out of successfully. You know, it wasn't, I didn't go through it without a fight. And man, and that's like in part the things I think I'll be thinking about. And then sometimes you know, a lot of me talking to myself is me, you know, you guys got some really great seats right now, being up close and personal, but I don't think your seats are better than mine. And what I mean by that is I have the absolute best seat in the house because I'm being controlled by another entity. And I feel like it's the big man upstairs, so I am catching myself saying, damn, did you just hear that? Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm like, wow, and I'm talking to myself because I'm like, wow, dude, I'm like, really, man, that's what you're gonna do right now? And it blows me away, so I got to tell somebody, even if it's talking to myself. And, you know, that's kind of the theory behind that, you know. I'm not trying to throw spirituality or this church thing or anything like that. That's just my belief in, you know, where I feel like where it comes from for me. I am 100% convinced that, you know, through my grandfather and my grandmother and things that I remember hearing when I was a kid, that still sticks with me. That I heard my grandmother singing around the house. She was an evangelist in the church, rest her soul. My mom was a missionary in the Kojic district, you know. So hearing all of that stuff, you know. And the one thing I think that old traditional blues and old traditional gospel, music-wise, is the exact same thing.
Yes.
It's the exact same thing. The only difference is one has Christian words and the other has worldly words, as they say. But music-wise, it's the same feeling, it's the same passion, it's exactly the same. And I was raised up on both. So what a combination. And you know, but that was a very good question, man. Very good question. You got any more?
I got a question.
What you got?
I only ask this to people blow me away. So when you're playing, are you thinking about what you're going to play? Are you listening to what you are playing, or are you sort of reflecting back and adjusting? Or is it everything?
All of that, everything you just said, every single piece of it. I am not thinking about what I'm playing. I think that that's the worst thing that I can do is get in the way. If I'm thinking about it, I'm getting in the way. The other two questions you asked, absolutely. And I'm reminiscing, that's why I'm talking to myself. Like, dude, damn, did y'all just hear that? I'm saying it to myself. I'm not trying to be cocky, it's just because I can't help it. It's like, I can't believe, like, dude, you never cease to amaze me with what you allowed me to come out of myself with that I think is a direct direction given to me from multiple different areas of sensory pickups that he shoots my way and, you know, and puts in my brain, and it's like a mode that I be in, and it opens the door for everything that's in that room. You know what I mean? It's just how it happens, man, and I wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it for the world. It's a second nature sort of thing that I don't have to even think about it, man. You know, and that has come from, let me break that down a little bit more. That has come from my early years of like a computer uses Google. If you type something into Google, it goes immediately to what you're looking for, right? Right? Everybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Your brain works the same way. All you have to do is equip it with the information. Equip it, that's right. Equip it. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Supply it, there you go. Supply it with the information. which is what I did. That recipe of gumbo, I was pulling in everything I liked, everything I didn't like. So as a kid, the information got put in the toolbox. So now I don't have to think about it. If I feel like that area, bam, I got some stuff to go to. You know what I mean? If I feel like this area, I got some stuff to go to. If I feel like country western, I got stuff to go to. If I feel like jazz, I got something to go to. If I feel like Bulgarian wedding music, I got this to go to. You know what I mean? It's just happening. It's just your brain works the same way.
You got it down.
So, that answer your question?
Sure did.
Okay. You had your hand up. Yeah.
I want to elaborate on what you were talking about as far as it being natural. Do you think when you're in the height of your solo,
Mm-hmm.
do you think about people you love?
I absolutely do. I think that's more where the tears start coming down.
Right.
And that young lady that's over there in the Adidas, that's my wife, by the way. And she knows very much so about what I'm talking about because I have to look at her when we're on stage and she knows immediately where my mind is going. I'm thinking about people that's been close to me, people that's passed away, you know, just times in life that I know I shouldn't be here and I'm here. And, you know, emotion is a very hard-driven part of me and what I do. Veins pop out and everything because it's so intense. And so, yeah, I'm yes, to answer your question.
So that fuels your fire.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Keep going like this.
Make no sense this time.
Right.
I mean, it's
That's
crazy.
all I need to know.
Yes. That's it. That's it. Yep. Anybody else? Don't be afraid. I'm here now. Let's shoot them out. What you got? Or are y'all in shock and awe? What you got?
Are you playing a standard tune?
I'm
Even though you're upside down?
I'm to the E flat.
E flat. But
But
it's,
every day's E flat, B flat, B flat, G flat, G flat, yeah. B flat, everything in A440 but flat. And I just do that because it's slightly a fatter tone, and it's easier on my vocals too. I don't have to sing so loud. I mean, I believe I'm gonna get a little graphic, but I believe around 21, 22, my nuts dropped. So the high notes that I listen back to my earlier records when I was 16 to 17, and I was singing high parts that I can't sing anymore. So it dropped about 21, 22, and then I got this voice right here. So I don't know what to, something like that. Yes, sir.
So do you start singing or playing guitar first? And if so, like which one facilitates the other?
I started, I guess maybe subconsciously, I was humming melodies at like 3 years old. And I actually started on drums at 3. So I was on drums first, bass, guitar, bass, keys, a little bit of sax, and but vocally started to really come to fruition at about 16, 17 years old. But I had a massive awareness of melodies and whether I was 100% singing at that time, I come around and come up where vocalists were like very prominent, you know what I mean? So it was there, and to be honest with you, they both fueled each other. They both fuel each other. When I'm in it, like I'm more, I would say I'm gravitating, I don't know, because to be honest with you, I would say I'm more gravitated from the guitar playing, but then sometimes I'll sing something and get in a mode, something, and that fuel the guitar playing, you know what I mean? So it kind of works hand in hand. I'm not mad at either way that it chooses to manifest itself. Yeah. Anybody else? Cody Wright, I got a question for you. Yes, sir. Everybody, this is my bass player, Cody Wright, by the way. And bald head Nick Haynes, that's my drummer over there. And of course, again, that's my wife over there. kidding, Coach. I ain't got no question. Let's see. I got a little something else I want to play. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. I have no idea what, but. Thought about Jerry Reed and Chet Atkins and Albert Lee and all them sort of cats. So, anybody got a question about anything? So, what you got? What you got, Vic?
All right. So you've been known to do a cover or two live.
Something like that, yeah.
Is there any songs that you've tried to work out or figure out and just had to say, nope, it's not going to happen?
Truth? The truth?
Yep.
No. No. I can't. No. Not at all. Because I refuse to, that's like defeat to me. So I sit there and work it out until I get it.
Do you have a favorite?
I like them all, man. I like them all. It's a whole lot, man. I mean, yeah, there's quite a few videos out there of me doing Voodoo Child. It just seems to be what people manage to put up all the time. But there's other stuff that I do that, you know, isn't Hendrix stuff. You know, quite a few things I like to do, but all of them, I like them all because to me, I'll probably never ever do a rendition of somebody else's song and do it the way that they did. It's always done the way I see it. And I'm not trying to change, but I think true inspiration and true homage to someone is showing how it inspired you the way that you choose to do it. And I think I've always held to what my brother taught me at a very early age. Why go buy an imitation of someone in the record store when you can go down a few rows and buy the real thing? And that stuck with me. So, and I took away from that, man, always put your spin on something, you know. Originally, you know, if you know, that, you know, somebody inspired who you inspired by, and they took from someone else at some point, and that inspired them. So like the whole Hendrix thing, he was just taking what Muddy Waters and Albert King and Buddy Guy and all them cats did to him, and he amped it up and put his interpretation on it. So I'm just taking all of this pot of gumbo and just putting a presentation of how and what I feel that it comes out, and it's all right. I mean, even though I may do the same version of something that I've done in a show, it's still done different every night. I could play the same song 2 nights back to back, or within 10 minutes of each other, I could play it back to back, and it would be different. I'm so spontaneous, so it's off the, you know, like even set change, a format of a song that I showed the band like yesterday. Come time to play it, I done flipped it again, and it's only 24 hours to pass by, and I'm like, babe, we gonna try this tonight, and then we done rehearsed for a week, something, and I just feel I have to go with how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? It hurts too bad not to. Yes, sir.
Does that mean you don't find yourself getting into a rut playing?
Man, you know what? It definitely helps not to get in one by keeping it fresh like that, you know. But when I'm on stage, even stuff that we have been playing the same way for years, they know that they have to keep an eye on me. Like, this is midstream high, like 10,000 people out there, and it doesn't matter to me. But I think I'm pretty damn good at giving them a heads up fast enough on something that I want to abruptly change in the middle of a song. They know I do that in a heartbeat. It's like I'm feeling something, and I'm like, bam, they're gonna have to keep their eye on me. And if some of you that may be familiar with the church atmosphere or playing in a church, and you have to watch, and you definitely have to keep your eyes peeled on what's going on in the service and watch whoever is leading. You know, if you don't got your eye on what's going on, you will be sadly left in a heartbeat, and you know, left behind, and it ain't too good when the whole church stop and look at you in church because they know you done made a mistake. That ain't too good. You're gonna have an emotional complex that's gonna send you to the clergy and to the therapist. So you have to pay attention to what's going on. So I keep them on their toes pretty tough on that because I'm such a spontaneous. I could give her a set list that I give her 30 minutes before the show and do something totally different on the show. I'm not proud of it. It's just, I don't mean to throw a wrench on them like that, but I keep them on that game, you know. Keep them on the game. Yes, sir.
Do you have a method for writing?
Yeah, I do. It comes to me in different forms. Sometimes I'll have a melody that I have in my head, and it just could be that. And then later on, I could come up with a riff or something that I'll be like, this melody can go with this. You know what I mean? But predominantly, it's the music that I come up with always first. And then, you know.
How do you lay it down? You record it onto something?
I'll use a phone, and if I got like, babe, catch this right quick. You know what I mean? It's just be like a smidgen of an idea that I have, and I'll work it up later. Unless I'm in a working up a song mode and just keep on going. But generally, it starts with a main riff of a song.
What direction are you going in?
I'm sorry?
What direction?
It all depends. It all depends. It could be, man, it's so many different areas. It's according to what's coming out at the moment. So it's always good for me to have anybody that's in their songwriting or idea coming up with mode or whatever, always have you some sort of recording device. because it's not 100% that you gonna remember without recording it, what it was that you did. You know, so once you get it, don't take but a second, hit that record button so you know you have it. Ideas come that fast and they leave that fast. So that's very important. So I try to keep that. And then I go back to it, and then, you know I have these bits and pieces of stuff, then I go and work them up. Yep. Yes, sir.
Does that creativity ever stop?
No.
Doesn't stop?
No.
The
Always.
question was, how do you get out of that funk?
No, it's always happening just randomly, it can get to the point where I'm, when I'm playing, sometimes I see colors and everything, but I'm playing. I often wonder, was that because I was about to pass out or something like that? But, I see colors and I see images, like in beautiful mode. I'll see like beautiful like white clouds, or like in a plane, and you're up in the clouds where you just see a waterfall, or just some really beautiful imagery. I see images when I'm playing, so time to time. But no, it never. You hear a doorbell, and there goes a tune. If I was in the mood to write one, there go a car horn and a key or something that might strike up something, or a kid may laugh in a certain key that might be okay. Wow, that might be.
It's your music everywhere.
Yeah. Yep. So, yes, sir.
So when you have a riff that you come up with, or a couple parts, like how does the process go when you bring it to the rest of the band? Like, is it collaborative, or do you?
It's generally collaborative, but the way it kind of goes with me, being that I'm a drummer and a bass player and a guitar player, I kind of hear all the parts. I'll kind of show them like what I have in mind, but then I'll definitely encourage them that I want them to be themselves, you know what I mean? But this is what I'm hearing, do this for me, you know what I mean? And, be you after I give you kind of what I'm hearing, you know what I mean? When I'm playing, I hear all the parts, like all at one time. Drum part, drum fills, percussion, vocals, everything. It's a curse, but it's a good curse for me. I like I hear everything. So when somebody messes up, the band will be on stage and they'll know when I done cut that eye, and they know I heard that. You know what I mean? Even though I'm mid deep into a heavy, intense distortion, wah-wah feel, delay driven solo, I still heard that. You know what I mean? So I can't get rid of it, man. It's like I like hearing everything. Yeah. Did they answer your question?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What you got? I'm coming to you.
I really like how you and Cody play together. How'd you guys hook up?
Man, actually, Cody Wright wind up. I originally had a bass player before him by the name of Orlando Thompson. Massively, like, crazy dude. And how I knew about Cody Wright was Orlando was living with me at the time. And I would see Orlando playing, and he always played his bass, like 24/7. Cody does too. And Orlando was on Skype with some dude. And they was like trading riffs back and forth, and it just so happened it was Cody Wright. I remember he had a little beard and everything, but I don't even know if he saw that I saw him on the screen. And that's how I found out about Cody Wright. And then I saw some videos of him. I'm like, man, this dude is tapping into the same source that I believe that I tap into. You know what I mean? And it sort of came around, and I hit him up, and the position got open, and it's been my dude for a year or two almost. Yeah, and yeah, man, this guy has some amazing stuff going on that is mind blowing.
You guys are on the same channel.
Hey, I try to be, and Nick back there with us, and the wife, she tunes in on, on her radio dial, and we all get it all on one accord, and got some serious megahertz going on. Yes, sir. You have one?
Just curious, the guitar you're playing, what did that come on?
This came out, well, actually they make a Magneto sign, and it was like, so I kind of took a real liking to this, and Christian, that is the president of Magneto Guitars, said, Eric, I got a surprise for you, and before I knew it, this was in a box on my porch, and he said, check your front porch, and it had he done customized it to Eric Gale's Raw Dog with Smoke plate on there, and Raw Dog is my nickname, and that's on the back plate right there. And it's just, it has Jason Loader pickups in it. It's kind of one of my main go-to situations, and you know, I have multiple guitars, but like this is like I really am comfortable with this, and the tone is killing to me, and you know, pretty good. It's about maybe 4 years old, 3-4 years old, something like that. Yeah. You?
Talk about being in the zone and hearing something that's not quite right. Can you talk, there must be times when you're inspired by something you hear that you weren't expecting from your own players.
Exactly. It happens all the time.
Can you talk a little bit about what's going on in that?
Man, that's really, like, it's sporadic. It's sporadic, man, and I live and I thrive off of that. It's just like something that'll happen, or we'll be the spark into something, and I was like, oh my God, ride that for, keep that where I was looking for you. There you go. Keep that where it is, you know, and just so happened, my wife has a habit of turning her record button on all the shows, so even in sound check, so she winds up capturing a lot of this stuff that spontaneously happens, and I was like, man, that was cool, and I didn't even, she was like, baby, I was recording that. I'm like, that's dope, I need to watch my mouth if I'm saying something bad, because she might be recording. But it's good though, it's all kinds of ideas that come out, and man, once it happens, we all immediately know it. We all look at each other, and like cartoons, the spin thing come in the eyeballs, and you know, when you notice something, that, you know, the light bulb come on, we all smiling at each other and everything. So times like that are really special. That just, you know, and it's even more special when it happens during the show. And it's like, wow, you know, me and Cody will be it's like telepathically we'll wind up doing a riff together. And immediately we look at each other, and you know, even though the wife's not playing, she hears it too. So everybody on stage knows that, wow, ain't no way that they were thinking at the same time to know to do that previously, and it just comes out like that. So it's really cool when times like that happen.
So just for a follow-up, when you're in that place and you're working off one another, and something started with the bass player or drum.
Exactly.
Are you looking for where it's going to them? Are you in it together? Are they looking back to you?
It's kind of a combination of all that. Like, once we get into it and we into it, then we kind of got an eye on each other. You know what I mean? But in theory, they all are kind of watching my cue of where I possibly may be going next after we come out of that. What do I call it? I call it organized chaos. That's what I call it. Organized chaos. Or maybe unorganized sometimes, but organized chaos. We come out of it, and you know, they know either I'm breaking down after that or getting more intense. So, you know, it's kind of funny it's kind of cool living life on the edge like that in the midst of a show when something fire up like that, and we just kind of watch each other and try to see what happens next.
Music Around, we buy used gear. At Music Around, we offer guitars, amps, drums, percussion, band instruments, pro sound and recording equipment, along with keyboards and MIDI accessories. Music Around delivers the best experience selling, trading, buying, repairing, and learning musical instruments. Each day, we provide music enthusiasts with a cool and easy way to buy and sell used items, get paid or make a trade. We'll pay top dollar on the spot for your gear. We thoroughly research the characteristics and market value of every instrument purchased. We offer repairs by certified technicians on a wide array of stringed instruments, brass, and woodwinds. We offer professional music instruction in spacious, well-appointed lesson rooms in flexible payment plans. Come visit us, 810 Worcester Street, Natick, Massachusetts. Music Around. Recycle, reuse, rock.